Hi everyone, welcome. This is the Paradise Open Tournament, Rookie Division. You can find these particular holes on the Koh Hung Resort or the Oasis holes, and these particular holes can be found on the most recent tournaments, which would be Spring Major, Desert Open, Coastal Classic, or Tropic Kings. So if you want to look these up in the search engine to see how I played these in previous tournaments, maybe that can help. I'll probably be doing that myself because I know I need to tweak a few of these holes here. So I will show you how I played these holes, and let's get started. Alright, this is first hole. Alright, we're back for the second hole. Now this second hole can be found on the Spring Major or Pacific Cup. I might have to go back and take a look at that, but I'm pretty sure I played it the same way as this. I played it at plus 20% elevation. Also went with about 4.2 back and about 0.2 to the left. So what I'm trying to do here is, you can see it's got a glitchy ball guide. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not sure how I played it in the past, but you can see the white ring is basically touching the fringe of the green. And I pulled it back a bit so that the ball guide glitch wasn't there. And we played this at 20% once again, max distance. You can play with a marlin, power 0. Problem is we great balled it to the right. So it went to the right. So I have no idea if that was a good way to play it or not, but we'll have to find out during the next round, but it'll give you a good starting point. And once again, like I said, if you want to look at the Spring Major or Pacific Cup, see how I played it there and follow that, because that might be better than this one, but it'll give you an idea. Thanks for watching hole 2. Catch you on hole 3. Alright, welcome back. Hole number 3. This is basically still a work in progress. I know we had this on previous tournaments like the Desert Open, Coastal Classic, Tropic Kings. So I may have to look back because I'm pretty sure I got an albatross during those tournaments. And I'll have to take a look to see how I did it. So this is basically played at 10% elevation for the first shot. What you're trying to do is get the bounce so it's close to the rough patch here, so it bounces over top. So we went with full top, about 1 right spin. You can see we got the yellow touch in the rough there, the low target on the right hand side. If you don't want to have it that close, you can move it out a little bit, maybe give it a little bit more right spin then. You could even move it halfway out so that the red touches and go about 2 right spin. And that'll set you up nicely for a second shot, which I'd use a sniper. If you have a long distance sniper, at least 170 yards. If you don't, go with a Viper or a Big Dog. This is shot number 2. We played this at 20% elevation. Once again, it's just a matter of you can approach this green and put it in. If you look at those squares on the green is what I was trying to do. I know if you're near the left-hand side of it, that dark square, line up your ball guide with that. Or approach it from the left-hand side, like I'm doing here. I know you can sink it both ways. I know in previous tournaments, I believe I went to one of the dark squares on the left-hand side of the flag there, about the second one over. Appeared to me that I needed to give it a little bit of overpower just to get it to reach the flag. And that's basically how we played that one. Alright, we're back. Hole number 4, par 3. Again, I believe we're playing this different than we played in previous tournaments, but I thought I'd give it a try. We're going to go with the rocket here and do a rough bump. Power 0 ball. And you can see that this one here is going to have a drastic push to the right for some reason. We played this at 10% elevation, min distance of the rocket. So what we're doing is we're lining it up with a hole, and then we're going to give it the side spin after it's been lined up with a hole. So you give it the amount of backspin, 5 backspin, line it up with a hole, then you take and give it 5 backspin, 1 left spin. That's how I played this one. And you can see the results of this shot. It still ended up going to the right. So next time I'll just do a little bit of a tweak with this. I'll back off on the top spin, maybe a half a bar. And I might go 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 left spin on the next try. So basically it's just trial and error, trying to tweak it in. If you want, you can look back on my past tournaments to see how I played this hole. Again, it's early in this tournament. Haven't had a chance to play this hole very much, but give an idea how I'm going to start tweaking my shots. There's hole number 4. We'll catch you on hole 5. Alright, we're back. Hole number 5. This is a par 4. If you get an eagle here, it's going to be helpful for this tournament because not everybody's going to eagle it. So let's take a look. I believe I played this again a little bit differently. We're going to go with full top. I went 2 left spin here, but I believe if you go 3 left spin, you'll be better off. You won't hit the rough. It all depends. If you want to hit the rough here, go 2. If you want to miss that rough, go 3. The difference is it's going to leave you in either a max hornet or a mid hornet. That'd be the only difference by hitting that rough. So this first shot we played at 10% elevation. No curl, just nice straight shot. As you can see, we just clipped the rough there. So if you go 3 left spin, I'm pretty sure you're going to miss that. That's shot 1. Alright, here's shot number 2. We played this, like I mentioned, with a Hornet here. It's got a high accuracy. and it's got the distance we need. That's why I didn't go with the Kingfisher like I normally use. I was afraid I wouldn't have the distance, and I was right. So once again, we played this at max. If you're going to miss the rough there, it's probably going to be around mid-distance. And we went with about 2.5 topspin. I believe if you hit it a little bit further and you hit it to mid-distance, you might need 3 topspin to 3.2 topspin. But this is played at 0% elevation, 2.5 top, line it up with the hole. Max distance. Make sure you hit perfect. And you should be able to get yourself an eagle. So good luck with that one. And we'll catch you on the next one. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is a par 5. 6th hole. We played this 10% elevation. And we're going full top, full right spin. Yeah, we just pushed it up a little bit further, so the ball guide is pretty much going to go in the center of the fairway there. And we got the red about halfway inside the rough. And it's just a matter of hitting it straight down there. You could give it a slight bit of curl to the right. Very, very slight though. Alright, this is shot number 2. This here we're going to choose a sniper. It's got a high accuracy here. And it's got a very good ball guide. You can see we're at max distance. So we played this at 1-to-1 plus 0.3. Pretty much max distance. And look at the tip of the ball guide here, it's important. What I did, I believe, is I got it lined up just to the right of that dark square. So once again, make sure you take and replay my where I had placed the ball guide on this one, because it's pretty important. And we hit great ball here. So I believe we missed it. Yeah, we missed it because it's a great ball. But anywhere along that line, you watch that line, that dark line there, and that's pretty much where you want it to be. Alright, we're back for hole 7. This one here, I can't remember how we played it. I believe we played this at 10%. Minimum distance. And what did we do here? We're just trying to line it up with the hole. We're trying to make sure that that second bounce doesn't hit the thick rough, because if it does, it's going to hang in there. So basically this is still trial and error. I might have to go back to my previous tournaments and how I played this hole and play it that way, because I'm not sure I want to keep messing around with this one to try to get it to work. But it was my initial shot on here. Played at, once again, 10% minimum. Just making sure that second bounce misses the thick part there, like that. And it actually rolled out quite nicely, so if you want to tweak that a bit, you might be able to get that pretty easily. So that is hole 7. And here's hole 8. What I'm trying to do here is find myself a consistent second shot, so I don't have to mess around with a mid, min, max. I want to be consistent to try to get this shot so it's the same distance every time. So we went full top, no side spin. Basically lining this up just to the right of that bush there on the left hand side. I believe we backed up the initial shot 7.5 rings for a quarterback 9. And around 7 rings, anywhere in that range. 8 rings would probably be better. But 7.5 roughly. If you got lower than a 9, I would probably go back it up about 5 rings. So you want to be consistent. Somewhere around 300 yards is what we're looking for. 301, 302, they all work. But if you can get it in around the 300 yard marker, it would be nice. And this second shot here, we're going to play this at, if we can get it going here, we're going to go with 3 backspin. And we're going to play it about 45% elevation. And you're going to use a sniper, high accuracy, good ball guide. So like I said, if you shoot the first shot consistent around the 300 yard marker, this will work each and every time. Have the yellow so it's touching the rough there, line. And line it right up with a hole. And just put 3 backspin on it and play this at 45%. And I would play this at mid distance of the club. So 45% mid distance, 3 backspin, line it up with a hole, hit perfect, and it's a very consistent eagle shot there. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the final hole. Alright, we're back for the final hole. This is a par 5 hole, and I suggest going to the right hand side like we do here. It's your best chance for the albatross. Once you get past the first shot, which is a little bit tricky, you'll be all set. You go full top, as much left spin as possible here. And you can use the quasar here as well. I have used that. That works just about as good. If you want to save this power 3 ball. If you use a quasar, I suggest giving it just a hair of curl though, before the guide even cracks open. Or at the initial line of it cracking open, but very slight curl. This is why I chose the Kingmaker. I could put a little bit more side spin into it. As you can see, even with this one here, it would be, we almost need a little bit of curl. But it works. And let's take a look at the second shot. Like I said, the first shot, 10% elevation.